So the verdict came out yesterday in a Bill Cosby sexual assault case, sexual misconduct case, whatever you wanna call it, and he was found guilty of 3 counts of sexual assault. Okay, you have a lot of people that are angry, that are mad, that are pissed off, that are in outrage. Bill Cosby himself was out here cursing and calling the prosecutor an a-hole, and while it was wrong, because why would you, because my thing is, you have Stephen Collins, you have Harvey Weinstein, you even have Donald Trump, and you have some of these other Caucasian sexual offenders out there, but they're not getting prosecuted. Okay, you even have Bill O'Reilly, but y'all went after Bill Cosby. That's the thing I haven't. That's the issue I have with this. Now, if you're gonna go after Bill Cosby, you need to go after everybody. You need to go after those people I mentioned. But some of this you have to put on Cosby himself, because Bill Cosby, he was a married man. Bill Cosby had a family. Bill Cosby got caught up in the women, got caught up in the fame, and put a lot of trust. Excuse me for 1 second here. Okay, here we go. All right. He got caught up in it all. Bill Cosby should have just stayed home with his wife and been faithful to his wife. That's what you should have done. Be faithful to your wife, so you wouldn't be put into these situations. So yeah, you have to put some of that blame on Cosby, because you're going around having affairs with other women, especially white women. Okay, now I'm not saying that all white women are a detriment to black men. I'm not going to go that far, and I'm gonna get to that in a second, because I watched a video yesterday that I kind of disagree with, but I'm gonna get into that for a second. But see, this is the thing. You know, this is a wake up call to black men. As some of y'all, if they can take Bill Cosby down, they can take any black men down that they want. It doesn't matter how much money they got. It doesn't matter how much power they got. Bill Cosby was about to buy NBC. They didn't want that to happen. They didn't want that to happen. And some of these people were paid off to testify. Andrea Constant, she posted something on Twitter, and a lot of people agreed with her. Everybody was hopping on the bandwagon. You had black women praising the verdict. Black women saying it's a victory. To me, if you're going to wait 20 to 30 years to come out and say something, come on. Why are you going to wait 25 years to come out and say something? Okay, for what? Now, I will say you want to come out. There should have been a law. But see, and I'm not sitting, and I know people going to say, oh, so you don't believe these women. You think these women are lying. There's women that been raped and have been afraid to say so. I'm not saying that they haven't, but it's just ironic that all of these women come out now and said, or saying something. They're coming out now. You got the Beverly Johnsons of the world. You got the Andrea Constance of the world. Now all of a sudden, you want to come out 20, 30, 40, well, 40 years later and say something. But you were living your life ever since. You were living your life, living it up ever since, and now, oh, you getting paid now. Oh, let me come out and say something. Now, I'm not saying that he didn't do it. I'm not saying that they're lying. Every single one of them are lying, but they participated in it. So now all of a sudden, you saying that he raped you, but y'all participated in it. Y'all were fooling around with this man, but all of a sudden, you crying rape. Now, Bill Cosby can face 30 years, 10 for each count, but I heard that they're going to appeal his case. So, at most cases, he might get about 2 to 3, might get 5 years in jail. But at the end of the day, my thing is this: you're 80 years old. The man's 80 years old. He done did everything. You wanted to bring him down. Okay. You tried to stress this man out to the point of him. You tried some, and you know what? They're killing this man. Now, I'm not saying that Cosby was right what he did. He should, like I said, I'm not saying that he didn't do it. But why come out 40 years later, some of y'all, and want to make accusations? 40 years. But you participated in it. But then all of a sudden, when you participate in something, but now, at the end of the day, Andre Constant gets a victory. There was another woman that got a victory. I mean, to me, okay, Cosby took an L and they brought him down. That's exactly what they did. And to have an 80-year-old man go to jail, I think at this point, what does he have to lose? He's 80 years old. You send him to jail, he's probably going to die in jail. Okay, he has to register as a sex offender. Now, this man has done good work for the community. He's given away scholarships. So he's done stuff for the community. You haven't heard him going around hurting people. Yeah, could he have taken advantage of women? He might have. But at the end of the day, he has helped HBCU colleges. He's done stuff for the community. And I think this is a black eye. But at the end of the day, you know, Bill Cosby should have just stayed with his wife and should have stayed married. You had a family, but you go outside of the relationship and mess around with all these women, and Camille still stayed by his side. She stayed by his side. That's the thing. Now let me get to this because I watched the Advice Show. He did some commentary on this yesterday. He did some commentary. And he says that white women manipulate black men. Now, I follow the Advice Show. I support him. I donate to him. Okay. I don't agree with everything he says, and nobody should agree 100% what everybody says. But to sit there and say that white women manipulate black men in general, I think that's just a broad statement out there, and I think you have to you could have reworded it right. At the end of the day, you can't tell black people who to date. You can't tell black people who to be with. You cannot. Okay? You cannot. I will never tell somebody you shouldn't date this person. You shouldn't date this person. You shouldn't do that. Not one time I would never tell somebody don't date somebody. Don't date. I don't care. At the end of the day, you date who you want to date. At the end of the day, it is up to you to be careful. It is up to you to watch your back in these situations. You just be careful. That's all I say. But when I'm around certain people, and I know a lot of people that I know that have Caucasian friends that are females, I know you're not going to go up to that Caucasian person and talk greasy to them, and that boy don't, and that black man don't won't go upside your head. You're not going to do that. You're just not going to do it. So when you sit there and you can't tell people who they should date or who they should not date. You don't do that. I would never do that. Okay. And that's the only thing I disagree with right there. I don't tell people who they should date or who they shouldn't date. I just tell people, okay, be careful. Now you might have a preference that, you know what, in my opinion, I wouldn't do it. Okay, that's fine. That's your preference. You wouldn't do it. Okay, you wouldn't have interracial dating, but by all means, if you are in an interracial relationship, if the person you are dating is not black. So I'm just saying. But anyway, you know, but getting back to this situation here, the system is rigged to take down black people. It is rigged to take down black people. It is rigged. And this is what the system that we live in right now. And all black men better be careful, because it don't matter if you have money or not. It don't matter if you rich or you poor. Okay, some of y'all jumping up and down like Meek Mill got out of prison. Oh, it's a victory for black people. But is Meek Mill going to speak for those who don't have the financial means, that are in prison for non-violent offenses? Is he going to speak out of that? It's good that he got released. I'm not saying that he shouldn't have been released. It's good that he got released. But what is he going to do after that? Is he going to use his celebrity and use his platform to help other people that don't have the necessary means, and they're in prison for non-violent offenses? I just want to see that. That's what I want to see. Because it was good that he was at the six again. I was happy for him. He was good when he was doing that. But at the end of the day, use your platform to, help others. That's all I'm saying. So that's all I have to say about this. Give me your thoughts. Thumbs up the video if you like it. Make sure you subscribe for more videos.